Hi everyone, welcome back to the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex for the Acrisure Playbook. All right, the Chiefs, Super Bowl champs, and they're very good for a lot of reasons. We're going to take a look at their offense. That hasn't been really explosive and dynamic, but man, they are efficient and they are good in a lot of areas. You got to neutralize a few things. So let's first start with a guy I think everybody knows about, Travis Kelce. You got to be able to neutralize him and control him. At certain parts of the game, you got to select those areas. Now here, the Raiders are going to double him. I would expect the Steelers to do that. They'll find plays to match up as well. But when you double a guy like this, you got to understand how to double. Travis Kelce's right here in the slot, three receiver side. And the defender over him is really what we consider the outside defender, because the safety here at the top, he's going to drop down and help inside. So what the defender is trying to do is get really Kelce to go inside. If he goes inside, he knows he has help. The problem that happens here is that outside defender, he ends up becoming the inside defender. Kelce does a whip route, and when he whips it right there, the defender who's got the outside responsibility plays inside too far. You got to trust your inside guy and let him go so that when he returns, you're there to defend him. Well, they didn't do that here, and these guys are going to kill you if you don't do that. So when you go about doubling him, you got to double him right. And there's got to be times during the game, even though the Steelers don't blitz a lot, you got to be willing to come after Patrick Mahomes and pressure him, because they've had problems with their offensive line, even their backs at times. And if you can do this, you can't give him an escape route. And on this case, the Raiders do a great job of this. And everybody has done this a little bit with success. You know, Spillane here at the top, he circles around, scrapes around, and ends up becoming free and getting Patrick Mahomes out. But one thing that they've done a great job here, they haven't given him an escape route. If he's going to escape anywhere, he's got to go backwards. And that's exactly where you'd want him to go. But you don't want to get him going vertically right away, because that is when he really hurts you. They do a great job here of finishing him and playing good on the back end, so they didn't have anywhere to throw the football. That combination of stuff has to be effective during the course of the game to win. And then this is somewhat of a concern. They've got Pacheco, who's come back, who's gotten better and better every week. And the thing that really makes him a good runner is he's decisive. Like, you give him a running lane, he is going to nail you. This is a great example of that and what you can't do. Pacheco is very decisive as a back. He'll find the seam. So if you overplay something, the Chiefs have done a really good job of blocking at the line of scrimmage and getting the second-level guys accounted for. And if you do that, it's trouble for your defense. You know, these are things that you can't allow to happen, because if he gets a running lane on you, it's going to be over. So winning at the line of scrimmage, creating penetration, and forcing him to go laterally. I mean, he's a dynamic player laterally, but he's not as good laterally. But when he gets going vertical, he's very dangerous. So those double teams, critical. Coming after Patrick Mahomes, vital. And then winning the line of scrimmage and not letting Pacheco go. I know it's a lot to ask, but that's why they're Super Bowl champs. If you beat this team, man, it looks good for you going forward.